Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. And yes, it's Lantern Year 4 in our Squires of the Citadel campaign. We're having an amazing time. The last 2 years in particular just really went together quite well without many difficulties. Experience and knowledge with those monsters certainly helps. And we've got our fingers crossed that the same will be the case for this Lantern Year, for we face off against a Phoenix. Phoenix, very, very challenging monster. However, let's have a look at a little glimpse into the future, shall we? On Lantern Year 4. We'll go through a couple of little errors that I made at the end of the last episode, which I've corrected and edited into the last episode, which is great. But we'll do that very soon. So, a glimpse into the future. The Squires stop their journey to puzzle over a field of grass that continually sprouts and withers before their eyes. The eerie cycle seems to keep monsters at bay, and so the Squires make camp. Settlement phase. The Squires replenish themselves. Each gains an endeavour. One Squire must set up camp. The others may spend the endeavour on the following. So, again, knowledge of the game gives us some insight here. Someone has to set up camp. They gain one understanding. If we look through our survivors, you can see that we probably have no great candidates for gaining understanding. L, Iola, maybe Kane, so we can get him a little bit more understanding. We have, again, the strength tokens. Now, we can have a look here that the toughness 15, it is just above where we would like it to be. 2 strength tokens would certainly go a long way towards assisting us on that front. But we also have the armor. So it's a tough call. We'll look here at this option. Iola has the Everburn. She may time forge. So we do have the Everburn, as you can see here on our survivors. Iola has the Everburn. So we will be able to time forge, and I think we definitely will do the time forge thing. Remembering when we depart, because of our camping bag, when we arrive, because of our camping bag and the Marchioness Gorget, we will gain 5 survival. So we don't need to eat any apothermum. So we can instead probably go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. The grass roll-ups, I don't think there's any real benefit to doing that for us. So we will avoid grass roll-ups. So yes, we'll craft, we'll set up camp. So Kane is going to set up camp. So he will gain an understanding. Actually, we do probably want some insanity too. So, pray to the Guardian. L could do with some insanity. So yeah, instead, we will do insanity on L. So she'll get a D10 insanity. It's a Lantern 10. Why not? I love being me sometimes. This is my rolling and has been my rolling for my entire life. It is just absolutely red hot. We have a saying in our thing called Deno Dice. I was testing out my camera, by the way. That's why that's there. We're going to shuffle it anyway. Deno Dice. It's a saying in our group. It's just it's a consistent thing. It's wonderful. All right, so we have done set up camp for Kane to get a understanding. Done. We have gained 1d10 insanity with L. Iola has the Everburn, so she will in fact time forge. And let's go and read time forge now. Here it is, time forge. Owen claims he read of this phenomenon in a book. He suggests Iola may find something useful under the renewing grass. The two dig into the black earth, the soil churning their hands. Tessellating mineral crystals multiply even as they are pulled from the ground. Iola works the strange material. In a flash of inspiration, she creates something amazing. Gain the Magnum Knives rare gear. Owen seems eager to have them. Iola looks askance at Owen, wondering how he knows everything he knows. Iola gains 1 suspicion. So we are at suspicion 3. It's interesting. So we've set up camp, we've crafted. Now, Iola has to do that one, so she doesn't have another endeavour, so it won't be a strength or it won't be the +2 benefit on those. So we've got a real choice here. Let's have a look at the Magnum knives and see what they do for us. So strength 7, range 5, deadly savage on your attack, you may hit automatically. Thrown, sword and dagger. Ooh, so they're a sword. Deadly and savage. If we give those daggers to Kane, they will be 4 speed, 5+ accuracy, strength 8, critting on 8s. It's not too bad. And then we could give the Fellbrand, which is slow, but we could give it to her to increase her accuracy. The question I'm tossing up at the moment is, do I need to go for a strength, or can I trust in the weapons that we have and instead go for a little bit of armor? I think I'd actually prefer the strength token. Just gaining a tiny little bit of additional strength may be the difference. And Iola can restore our armor should we need to. So let's mull over that decision for a little bit. Great, so everyone's going to depart, 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 depart. We will depart. Do we get any benefits when we depart? No. So manage departing survivors. No. Let's go for a strength buff. A strength token, a strength token, a strength token, and a strength token. Let's just have a look at some of the other additional things that we've picked up along the way. So we've got Escape Artist and Crazed on Owen. Probably not going to be doing much with him, but he has discovered L's secret. Iola, Tough, Combo Master, Timeless Eye. So Timeless Eye Combo Master is very, 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 very bad, potentially. At age 3, has she gotten to age 3 yet? No, so she doesn't actually get Piercer. She actually gains Feral Strength. So we will see if she gains Feral Strength during the showdown. As we know, the fellow gives us some Hunt XP, which can be good or bad, depending on your perspective. L, Rhythm Chaser. So she's going to pick herself up an extra evasion token. So I'll put these tokens out just in case there's something that interacts with tokens along the way. Token, 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 and L also has an evasion token. So she's 2 evasion now, which is pretty handy. Piercer, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Can she use Rhythm Chaser? Can't be used with any heavy gear in your grid. Nope, no heavy gear, good. Dagger Specialization is okay. And finally, Kane. He's got Leader, he's got Hard-Headed. He does, unfortunately, also have Coprolalia, so he is noisy. But he's a Sword Master. Look, I think Fellbrand stays on Kane as much as I would like that, which means we probably put the Magnum Knives onto L because she has a accuracy buff, which will make them more effective. So yes, that's how we will head into the hunt phase. Let's nip back over here. We do actually have a hunt. So the Squires travel searching for a place they will know only when they find it. Roll 3 times on the hunt event table. Resolve 3 hunt events before starting the showdown. Ignore movement on the hunt board. If you roll a number that is divisible by 10, use the following event instead. So we will do yellow as our first number and black as our second. 0, 1. Isn't that corpses or something? Corpse field? Been a while. Broken lanterns. This will go from my normal process for hunt events is to start at the top and work my way down. Yep, so broken lanterns. The event revealer may choose to investigate. Suffer monster level event damage to your legs. Yeah, Kane will investigate. So he is a... if they choose to investigate, the event revealer gains 1 courage. Well done, Owen. And rolls 1d10. He rolls a 4. You fumble and cut your foot on a jagged shard. Suffer monster level event damage to your legs. 1, 2, 3. That's a shame. So the next hunt event will be done by Elle as the event revealer. And she rolls 18. Dead weed. Oh, this is the permanent severe injury one. We don't have a sickle, so we need to roll an 8+. Come on, Elle. Pick us up a dead weed. No. We cannot pull out the deeply rooted weed. But there's no bad stuff on that one, so that's fine. Our last event will be for Eola. 6. Faceless statue. If the settlement has... each survivor gains 1 survival from... Basking in its warm light, the survivors are renewed. Each survivor gains 1 survival. The survivors may rest here longer. If they do, each survivor heals all injury levels and lost armor points on 1 hit location. If all survivors are insane, they cannot rest here. So we're actually going to be a very little bit sneaky here because it says move 1 space away on the hunt board, which we ignore. So I'm actually going to rest and recover 1, 2, 3, which does not gain a random disorder. Cool. That's all right. So we'll nip over here. We didn't roll a double. Guardian Prayer. We didn't get that. Showdown phase. Sensing the consequences of the summoning rite, a phoenix objects to the salty taste of duty the Squires project into the future. It aims to stop them before the flavour of its favourite hunting grounds is marred. Okay, so we have a couple of special triggers here. Use a level 3 Phoenix setup, fine. Special, when Elle suffers Spiral Age for the first time, Black Roots. If Eola deals the killing blow, Glimpse. Okay. It's actually not as tough as a level 3 Phoenix. Only +2 damage tokens, +2 speed, +1 luck is still punishing. We could tune the portable water phone and try and remove that luck token. Would be nice. Maybe we'll do that. All right, so we've arrived at the showdown. Apply arrival bonuses. Very good. Everyone is at max survival. That's nice. Owen's having a really bad time. He's got no stat buffs at all. There's 2 terrain cards for the Phoenix. If we have a look here, level 3 Phoenix, the Nightmare tree is set up in the center of the board, and we then deal ourselves 2 random terrain cards set up normally. All right, so we have our 2 terrain cards. We have a glowing waypoint. Ooh, a lantern halberd. That could be good. What do you do? Add your strength. Might be able to get that. And some acanthus plants. Fine. The halberd. And 2 acanthus plants. Where are you, little acanthus plants? Stop running away from me. All right, I'm just using an orb or vein. Where do we set that up? 6 spaces away from all other acanthus plants, and set up at least 5 spaces away from all other terrain. So there, Canthus plant. And Canthus plant. There, fine. Owen, Eola. It's been a while since I fought the Phoenix. I just need the Nightmare Tree. I don't think we're going to grab out too many things out of the Nightmare Tree, but let's see. Maybe get ourselves a Lonely Ant Vermin resource, perhaps. So let's just review the rules for this wonderful, wonderful guy. So we have Spiral Age. So you remove age tokens and gain 4 Hunt XP for each token. If you gain more Hunt XP than available Hunt XP boxes, you cease to exist. Bad. Materialize. Remove the monster from the showdown board and place it adjacent to the target, covering other survivors. -3 to severe injury rolls from top of the food chain. Sucks. And at the end of each monster turn, perform basic action. So, Dreaded Decade. I don't think we start with anything else. We're 6 spaces away. We're good to go. So, this deck is full of every card but no legendaries, which makes this guy a little bit more palatable. And the hit location deck. Done. Okay, so the monster's going first. Don't need your terrain deck anymore, Deno. So at the end of its turn, it is going to perform some Zeal. Its basic action is, oh, that's right, he blasts people, doesn't he? Razor Wind. Yeah, that's cool. Knockback 7, bash, and bleed 1. So I'll just, again, remember that we have Blackguard code, so we can spend a survival to recite the forbidden words to another survivor and remove one of their tokens, which can be an age token. So let's have a look at its first AI card. It is Right Wing Strike, the last threat to wound in range. There is not one. No target. Disdain. Last threat to wound in range. Nobody. How good is that? So Disdain, place the Phoenix at the center of the Nightmare Tree. All non-death survivors suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. Perform Spiral Age. Cool. Okay, so Disdain. All non-death survivors suffer brain damage equal to the monster's level. Perform Spiral Age. End the turn. So ending the turn means he's not going to do his basic action. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She has to do a brain trauma roll. A 5. I feel like that is lose some weapon proficiency levels. She could have died there. Brain trauma. 5. Danger seizure. You thrash about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor. So she suffers 1 to her body. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. She gains 5 insanity and a random disorder, which is dishonorable. You cannot depart unless you are insane. Let's hope she stays insane. And finally, Owen, he loses 1, 2, 3. That is not a bad turn for us. Not a bad first turn, I should say. So let's have a look at our showdown board. So, Elle's got our Magnum Knives. We like that. There's definitely a Heart of the Storm thing that we want to be aware of. Or what's it called? Eye of the Storm. So, who do we start with? We'll start with Cain Velasquez and his Fellbrand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will spend his main action to deflect. He deflects for 1. And then he will surge, spending a survival to swing with the Fellbrand. So Clutch Fighter, he doesn't have any bleeding tokens. Noisy is not relevant. And Sword Mastery, I have accounted for that. So he's +1 accuracy, which means he is hitting on 5s. That's 2 hits, no perfect hits. There is a failure, the Glorious Armpit, and there is no failure. So we'll do it in this order. So he does have Sharp, he does have Devastating 1, and the monster will gain a -1 evasion token if we successfully wound. So, Strength 9, 10, 11, which means we need a 4, including Sharp. We roll a 4, just, which is good. So that is a devastating 1, 2, and it also applies a -1 evasion token. However, we did not critical, so we don't get that. This one has a failure reaction. I was trying to see if this zoom in helps, but I'm not sure it does. So failure reaction. So that is not a failure. It is another devastating 1, 2 wounds. 1, 2. Fellbrand. Excellent start. So he has his deflect up. He is done. So Eola, the Fist of Hamate. No, let's do L, 1, 2, 5, 6 into the side there. So she has +1 accuracy, and she has the Magnum Knives. So she is 3 dice, hitting on 6s. She can use her Sword Specialist. So this is something I haven't been doing. I haven't rolled a lot of crits, but she can use Sword Specialist to pick her hit location that she selects. 8, 8, 7, great start. 8, 8, 7. Trap! Perform basic action, target the attacker. All attack rolls hit on a 2+, regardless of any modifiers in play. Well, that is depressing. Make sure I didn't get any of that wrong. All survivors are frozen in time. They cannot block or use fighting arts. The attacker is called helpless. Perform basic action, target the attacker. All attack rolls hit on a 2+. So speed is 4, hitting on a 2+. That's 4 hits. Damage is 4 per swing, so it's actually 3 per swing. Boots, body, boots, head. L, what have you got going on here? Rhythm Chaser, no. Perfect hit, no. She also gains an age token, so I will mark that as well, because that is important. So 1 age token. She suffers 3 to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. She's knocked down, so we'll see if she stands back up in a second. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on the head. So not ideal. We'll definitely want to get Eola over next to her. And then she can dash out of the way. Razor Wind, survivors in the blast zone suffer knockback 7, bash and bleed 1. So we will dash out of the way using our survival to dash. No, we're doomed, so we can't do that at all. Don't be ridiculous, Deno. It is the trap. So she's going to suffer bleed 1, knockback 7, and bash. So when she gets knocked back, she is here. 1, 2, 3. And does she stand up? She does. Hiya. However, she's lost her evasion token from Rhythm Chaser. Bummer. All right, well, she stays out of the fight now probably, which is a shame because she's got our cool swords, but it is what it is. Good though, the Phoenix turn to face her. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the eye of the storm. We will swing with the Fist of Hamate. Do we go for Deadly 2 and Sharp? One of your or an adjacent survivors gains Sharp and Deadly 2. What do we think is better? Some really good critical locations on the Phoenix. Yep, I think we will use her Surge to make the Fist of Hamate Sharp and Deadly 2. Would have preferred that on the Magnum weapons, actually. Maybe we will run. Anyway. Cool, so the Fist of Hamate normally hits on a 5+, goes to a 4+, and then in the rear, and then goes to a 3+ from the -1 evasion. So that's 2 hits, including a perfect hit. Now that perfect hit is actually bad, depending on your perspective, because of Combo Master. So we're rolling another hit. 3 is a hit. So it's 3 hits. Very good. 1, 2, 3. She has no age token, so she's not going to suffer rewind. Super dense is not good. That reflex is irrelevant. So remembering that she is now Deadly 2, so she's critting on 8s, and she is wounding on, she has 2 strength, that's 9, so she's wounding on 6s and critting on 8s. And the weapon's Sharp. So there's no reflex there, we don't have any age tokens, so that's fine. So this is not a sword, so we can't use sword specialization. We did a perfect hit, so this first hit wound is doubled. First wound is doubled, so. Great, double 1s. Excellent, love doubling double 1s. Double 1s. That's a critical though, so gain 2 small Phoenix feathers. I would have much preferred the cracked beak, actually. Small feathers, 2 of those gained. Does a wound, so we ignore that. And then this one. It's another 1 on the critical. The monster gains -2 toughness, does not matter. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. Deadly 2. So she's done. Let's do Blackguard Owen. So let's go for the, oh, yep. He's got a luck token. So that actually was a really good play. Good work, mate. Let's use the portable water phone from Owen and see if we can roll an 8+, which will remove a token from the monster. That's a 3. Do we try and tune it again? Sure, we'll surge and try and tune again. That's an 8. So do we remove the luck, or do we remove the damage, or do we remove the speed? Probably the luck, right? Probably the luck. Yep, we'll remove the luck. So the luck token goes away. Owen will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is where we find ourselves on the showdown board. I don't feel like that was a very good first turn. We have some survival actions available now though. Alright, so the first thing the monster does is draws an AI card. L has an age token. Chatter. When this mood comes into play, draw an AI card. Survivor that spends in the noise radius suffers 2 brain damage and doubles their age tokens. How can we get rid of that? I don't think we can. That's not a wonder. Once per turn, a survivor in the noise radius may attempt to comprehend the noise in their head. Roll 1d10. The result equal to less, they gain 2 insanity. Okay, so next one. Pustule Cannons, the blast zone. All survivors in the blast zone. Uh-oh. Each target gains 1. Ooh, reduce armor points at all hit locations by... What the heck? Yeah, we don't want to be in range for that. So, Iola has some insanity, so Kane does not. Okay, Iola is going to surge. She will spend her survival, and she's going to swing whilst in the blind spot, which means she gets an extra attack because I forgot that last turn, because she has dishonourable. So she's actually 3 speed. She combo mastered last time too, so she would have had to roll more. 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. An impervious hit location. We'll do that one first. So 6s to wound. We're in the middle of this Pustule Cannons card at the moment. So 6s to wound, 10s to crit. That's a 7. So she doesn't get anything from that impervious hit location. That's another 7, so she gets another wound, but that triggers this one, which it gets a wound, I should say. That triggers displacement. Place the Phoenix anywhere on a board edge farthest from the attacker. If the attacker has any age tokens, they attempt to follow the Phoenix. Roll 1d10. If the result is less than equal to, place them in a free space adjacent to the Phoenix after it is placed. We do not have age tokens, so we can't attempt to do that, which means this one triggers. So displacement. So we are going to place the Phoenix here. That is the board edge farthest from the attacker. Closest threat in range. And that would be the end of that, which will then cause Pustule Cannons to have no targets. If we zoom in on that, we can see here that it's all survivors in the blast zone. There's no one in the blast zone, so we don't do that. And then each target in the blast zone. So that Pustule Cannons is done. We will then do basic action, but at this flow opportunity, we will move Owen with a dash. That's Iola, Deno, don't do that. Dash. And Owen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does Owen have a swing? He's very unlikely to do damage. No, he'll stay where he is. So, Owen is now here. The Phoenix is now at the end of its turn, and it will now use its basic action on the closest target, the closest threat in range. It's Owen. It turns to face Owen. Owen gains an age token, very nice, and is then hit with a 4-speed attack. Don't roll that one, you peanut. Ooh. So a 1 and a 2 will, oh, he's -1 evasion. A 1 will hit, a 1 will miss, the other ones all hit. So Owen suffers head, body, hand. Head, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 from the hand, body, 1, 2, 3. So he still has his damage reduction in play. He then suffers knockback 7, bash, and bleed 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bash. Does he stand up? He does. That's the end of the Phoenix's first real proper turn. All right. So let's have a look here. So Iola, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she can't get to L unless L moves first. So if L dashes, what I'd really like to do is restore L's armor points so that she has some protection on her legs. And then she can, maybe... what's your extra evasion? 1 evasion. I already added that from Rhythm Chaser. Yeah, tricky one. our main damage dealer is Kane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's dashing as well. He didn't trigger his deflect, so he doesn't get a free move. He's definitely our best target though. Okay, so we're going to use Owen. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to spend a survival to remove one of L's age tokens. Boom. Age token gone. And that is using the survival action Oath. So he is done. Chatter. I did forget Chatter. Eola suffers 2 brain damage, but that's okay. L's brain damage. L doesn't have to suffer the brain damage. Nice. All right, Kane's actually a real problem here because he can't remove all age tokens. Survivors 2 brain trauma. Kane cannot do anything about that. Do we have a way to remove moods, Deno? I don't think so. Sharp and deadly. Riposte. All right, we'll do Eola. Eola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she will dash. Is this the right play? I don't know if this is the right play, don't I? 1, 2. And then L is also going to dash to there. And then she's going to restore the armor points on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of Eola's turn. L will go. She has dashed. She's going to throw. Did I do that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did that wrong, so we'll go there instead. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We can go there. She's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she does have to move. So she'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll get into the right spot. The right spot. Magnum knives. Deadly and savage. She doesn't want to be there because she doesn't want to suffer insanity. If you're within 3 spaces of the monster, you may hit automatically once instead of making any attack rolls. We're happy to make attack rolls. There's an evasion penalty. Perfect hit. 9 and a 5. She gains her survival back from persistence. And she gets +2 strength on this attack. All right. We got rid of her age token, which is tremendous. The attacker may cancel their attack. The monster stares into your future. Attacker suffers the destroyed genitals. Does that knock us down? You are knocked down, gazing upward. You wonder at the futility of your struggle. Gain 3 insanity. Being knocked down cancels your attack. Can I use Dagger Specialist if your wound attempt fails? So we actually need to crit this location. So we will try to crit this location. We are deadly and savage, and she doesn't have any other luck. So, okay, well, it'd be nice to crit here, Deno. That's not correct. So we will attempt to discard to try again. Try pink dice maybe. Come on. 6. No. Can cancel their attack. So she suffers the destroyed genitals severe waist injury, which is actually, it's fine. It doesn't do anything, but it does knock us down. Destroyed genitals, knocked down, gain a random disorder. Gazing upwards, you wonder at the futility of your struggle. Gain 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. Gain a bleeding token. 1. That 6 was a wound, right? 6, 7, yeah, because she got Mighty Strike. That's good for the dagger specialization. The random disorder that she gets is Coprolalia. She's noisy as well, and that is the end of her attack. On a 6+ though, she stands back up. She does not. So do we want to encourage her with someone so she can swing again? Kane will stand her up with Leader. She will have a throw using a surge. There's another perfect hit, Deno. You'll love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, powerful digits. That reflex is fine. So we have sword specialists, so we can actually roll our wound first and then decide. So let's see. It's a 3, which is not a wound, is that right? So let's count it up. So the Magnum Knives is strength 7. L has 3 strengths, that's 10. Plus 2 from Mighty Strike, so that's 15. So that is a wound. So using our intimate knowledge of sword mastery, we will take that, we will take that, and we now have to do, we'll do in this order. So here, that's a 6, which is a wound. This one here, we need to critical this. We haven't rolled a critical yet with the savageness of the weapon. Oh, 7's no good. Yep, so it's a wound, but it's no crit. Do we re-roll with Dagger Specialist? Yeah, we probably do. There's no downside. Critical would be good. He says there's no downside. 1 less wound is the downside, Deno. Kane, the mighty Kane. I mean, it does mean no one gets blown away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we want to risk this? Is there any way to gain insanity for Kane? Clutch fighter, leader, hard-headed, no. Stalwart, no. Mastery, no. So I just don't think we can afford to spend an action. Okay, so Kane will go there. He's got his deflect up, so he'll stay there. So yeah, we'll go to the Monsters AI card, and it draws Ancient Stare, the last threat to wound in range. That's okay, so materialise. It is going to materialise and intimidate target. There is no one. Last threat to wound is obviously her. That's the only materialisation we can do, but we'll do that. So she gains an age token. Thank you. And intimidate. Roll 1d10. On a 2+, perform Spiral Age. It is. So we perform Spiral Age. This is the first time we've done Spiral Age. Remove all age tokens and gain 4 Hunt XP for each age token you remove. So L is going to gain 4 Hunt XP. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she has actually aged up into age 3, which means she gains +3 weapon proficiency levels in any type. So she'll take Dagger, I guess. 1, 2, 3. And then the target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So 1, 2, 3. She's knocked down on a 6+. She stands up. Whoops. Stands up. She stands up on a 6+. So that's the end of Ancient Stare. So now it's the end of the monster's turn, and so it does a basic action. The closest threat in range is unfortunately L, but we do have survival actions here. Does she use a surge? Let's have a look. There's a lot of trap tokens in there, and I really don't want her. I want Owen to trigger the trap. Another bleeding. Who's got bonuses for bleeding tokens? That's Clutch Fighter is Kane, isn't it? So on this Ancient Stare, do we move and pick Kane instead? Yeah, I think we do. So Kane's going to surge and dash. So he'll move to here. So now the closest threat can either be Kane or her. So we will choose Kane. And the monster attacks Kane. So it's 4 hitting on a 2+, which goes to 2+. That's 4 hits. If this plan backfires and kills Kane, I'll be very upset. Body, 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 boots. The plan has backfired tremendously. I regret my choices. It is 4 damage a swing. No. Yes, 4 damage a swing. So I will dodge one of the bodies. Leader, hard-headed, coprolalia. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, we deflected one of those hits, didn't we? Yes, we did. I'll roll those again, because that probably matters. Head, head, body, so we'll dodge the head. So 1, 2, there. And we suffer 1 less damage. Reduce all damage to your head location to 1. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, delightful. Then Razor Wind, knockback 7, bash, and bleed 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bash, knock down, bleed 1. That's fine. That is the end of the monster's activation. So I really, really, really think we're trapping very soon. Everburn is not going to help us. Maybe it will actually. Maybe a critical. We really need to get Kane some insanity. Do I just risk a 1 in 5 chance of death? Mortal Terror, the survivor is dead. It's literally a 1 in 5 chance of dying. I don't know if I can afford to risk that. So, alright, we'll do L. Actually, Eola, what's your insanity? 3. So she'll go 1, 2 to here. She has no age tokens. Kane does have an age token from the basic action. So Eola's going to use the Fist of Hamate. She's not in the rear, so she's hitting on 5s. 4s, that's an 8 and a 5. That is 2 hits. And we get no age tokens to worry about. No age tokens to worry about. We can critical on a 10. That's a 5, which is a wound. Is it a wound? It's toughness 15. And she is strength 7. It is not a wound. Okay. This one, that's a 9, so that is a wound, but not a critical. Would have been a critical if we used Everburn. Do we risk another one? No. Let's let Owen take some of the heat. Owen's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's in the front. He is going to does he want to, what does he want to do? So I'm going to use a survival action to stand up him. No, he's just going to get knocked back further. So do I take off L's age token? No, she doesn't have one. No, so he'll just roll a swing with his Blackguard daggers, hitting on. There's a perfect hit, so he's crazed, so he gains an insanity. However, he loses 2 from using an attack action in the thing. So he's just rolling 1 hit location, or 2, 1. Plus 2 toughness to wound this hit location. Great. 7 plus 5 is not a wound. He did roll a perfect hit, so he gains a survival back. All right, we want him to trigger the trap here is what we're aiming for, so he'll spend a survival to surge. Owen, dash and surge. Come on, buddy. It's 1 hit. Oh, there is a failure there with a basic action to target the attacker. That's okay. Let's crit Owen. Nope, that is a failure, so he's going to suffer a basic action. So the basic action is Owen gains an age token. Does he already have an age token? I feel like he does. Move and attack target, he's in range. Speed 4. 3 hits. Owen. Boot, hand, hand. He has already taken an attack, hasn't he? Hand, 1, 2, 3. So severe injury roll on the hand. And then the boots. Can't dodge because it was in the middle of his attack. Severe injury roll on the hands. Owen rolls a 3. That's 2 bleeding tokens, I think. Arms. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. 1, 2. And then it is about to Razor Wind. So he's going to suffer another bleeding token. He's going to get knocked back 7 and he's going to be knocked down. Does he stand up? He does not. He also suffers at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He gains a bleeding token. We're actually trying for that because we get Clutch Fighter. It's fine. And 1, 2, 3. So lots of unsuccessful activities happening here. Trap's definitely coming. Who is going to take it? L's probably our best still. Oh, it's bad. I don't think I can. It's all bad. All right, we'll take L. She's actually going to use the Blackguard knife, I think. No, she's better off using the Magnum knives. Range 5 deadly in the blind spot. Ooh, this feels very bad. A lot of trap potential here. Perfect hits, plus a 7, 2 hits. Come on, Deno. Impervious, you chump. Oh, you strike the monster's thick neck. So the impervious one, we won't do that. So sword specialist, she gets to decide. That's a 4, which is a wound thanks to Mighty Strike. So we'll take that. And then that one, not a critical. All right, I guess Eola goes and takes a swing and hopes for the best. She will spend a survival to give herself the sharp, deadly on the Fist of Hamate. Do we go into the blind spot? Doesn't really matter. No, it does. We get an extra attack. 1, 2, 3. L will then move to here. So we've moved her around to the back. L at the end of her turn. Oh, I'm nervous, I'm nervous. There's a perfect hit. It's trap time, trap time. So many traps, so many traps. It was on the bottom, was it? Oh, right from the bottom. Okay, so turns around to face her and is going to perform basic action. She also suffers 2 from... yeah, so we couldn't have used the Everburn, otherwise we would have suffered that. Great, so she has no age tokens. We'll shuffle these. Oh, getting nervous. The fucking Phoenix, man. Oh, severe injury rolls. -3, top of the food chain. Owen's not thingied. He's dead. Get out of here, Owen. Suspicious. Owen is absolutely dead. -3 to severe injury rolls. Has anyone else taken a severe injury roll? Not yet. Iola. Oof. We've got to go for that chatter, gaining 2 insanity. It's the only way we can do it. Okay, the Phoenix's attack. It's 4 speed. This is huge, huge roll. 2 pluses. I need you to miss one of these. He misses 0. I need these to be evenly spread, please. Not on any one specific location. 3 on the boots. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a severe injury roll on the boots, and this could be the end of the campaign. Oh, Iola. Iola. Oh, whoa, whoa, Iola. It was about to be the end of the campaign, friends, but the wonderful fighting art tough means that instead of it being a 5, which goes down to a 2 from top of the food chain, which is death, it is actually 3, which is bleeding, which is gained 2 bleeding tokens. Iola survives. She gains another bleeding token, then bash and knockback 7 from the bleed, bash, razor wind thing. But she survives. That's the important thing. 1, and she just stops there, I think. If I might be getting confused here, but I think when you play Aeon Trespass Odyssey, you fly along the thing, but when it's knocked back here with Kingdom Death, you actually just stop there. It's been a while. I don't think it matters. She's speed 7. There's no knockdown. Knockdown. Does she stand up? She does stand up. That is it. That is all she wrote. So, Iola. Elle's going to spend a survival to stand up Kane. So all this time I was thinking, what am I doing? So Kane's all the way down here. He's got a deflect up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he gets through that for free with no dash. When he's in there, he's going to roll 1d10, and if he's equal to or less than his understanding, he gains 2 insanity. I think he's understanding 5. Okay, so he doesn't get 2 insanity, so he's knocked down. He was going to put up his deflect, which he could have done back there, so his deflect is back on. He has an age token though, so L is left. It's pretty bad for us actually, so L's going to have a big swing here with her surge. Come on, L. Mighty strikes. 3 hits, but no perfect hits. Let's flip over a wound. Impervious. Ooh, +2 toughness to wound this location. All right, she's got sword specialist, so she can roll and then decide. She rolls an 8. That is not a critical. She has not got any luck. It's deadly. So, but 8 is definitely a wound, so no age tokens. Is 8 wound the feathered body? It is strength 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 7. Yep, so we'll take that on the feathered body for a wound. This one here, that's an 8, so that's a wound as well. No age tokens, so we don't rewind. This one needs a 9. Well, there is a 9. I just rolled a 9 over there, but no, to get a critical. So nothing. That's the end of our round. It was a very bad round. Once per turn, a survivor may comprehend the noise in their head. Okay, so it's Monsters AI card time, and it flips. We really need to get Kane fighting here. The Wing Strike, it is on L. I think we need to try and pump here. So L's going to spend a survival to surge. We need to actually burst down, or we're going to run out of steam. We're hoping to get a knockdown. Perfect hit to be good. 3 hits, but no perfects. Come on, Dano. 1. Ooh, -2 toughness. 2 and 3. So there's a failure reaction on that one, which we don't like at all. Sword Mastery lets us go first, or roll first and then decide, is there a knockdown? There is not a knockdown that I can see. Oh, there is. Oh no, the Phoenix is knocked down. All right, so there's no way for us to avoid the thing. All right, so we'll roll our hits. That's a critical. So this sword mastery or specialization is relevant. Ruined liver, displacement. The attacker is covered in rainbow glue. Materialize, the Phoenix is knocked down. So I think we'll take that one. It's a wound. And that's also the failure reaction, which is good. So the soft lower gut, that is, oh, that's also an extra wound from Savage. Is a 2 a wound here, Deno? 3 strength plus 7 is 10, plus 2 is 12. It is not. It is definitely not. It's down to 14. Damn, that was the only thing we'll actually discard that to have another try with Dagger Specialist. How about a critical, Deno? Savage! All survivors gain Age Eater while this persistent injury is in play. Amazing. 1. We don't get a Savage attack. So we didn't knock down. So we are still in the midst of this Wing Strike. Do we move Eola in and have a crack as well? L is the target. Eola has no age tokens. Nope, she definitely does have an age token because she was attacked last turn from the basic action. Oh, we've got 3 wounds to go. This could be time for us to risk the 1 in 5. Eola's going to stand up Kane. Kane's going to surge. Which means he has to roll. Stand up, buddy. Take it on your feet. Brain trauma. 3. Memory loss, lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency. Okay. We've already got mastery in the settlement, so I don't think that does anything, but he makes the attack. He gets to make the attack. He has an age token though, so he's going to double his age token, so he's now at a thingy. Oof. Can we oath and remove his age token before we do that? Yes, we can. Oath. No age tokens. This is a huge roll. This is all comes down to this. He's hitting on a 6+, 5+, 4+. 2 hits will get the job done, assuming he can wound, which he should be able to. 2 8s. 2 fat ladies 88. Age tokens rewind. Yes! Okay, sword mastery, sword specialist rather. Let's just choose our wound first. Pink dice has not failed me yet. So this is devastating. And we get to choose the order. We could crit and knock him down actually, which would be amazing. Come on, Deno. Pink dice does not fail. Pink dice actually crits. Pink dice has done us a treat. 2 wounds from devastating. And it's -1 evasion. And now sharp comes into play. The reaction is cancelled. Come on, Deno. Oh! Critical! Critical! Double critical! That was a fucking awful fight. I felt very bad about that. I felt very bad, but we got through. By the skin of our teeth, we got through. Couple of traps. Phoenix traps just punishing. Punishing. So that happened in the middle of the flow. It's actually possible, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure the timing of this. I'm sure Califax will be able to answer it for me. Once per turn. Doesn't say during your act. So, given that that was a new turn, can I do that on the monster's turn? You probably can. To gain 2 insanity. Great fight. Challenging fight. Probably the hardest one we've had, I would say. But we get through. So let's go over here to this. 6 basic, 9 Phoenix, 1 Phoenix Crest, 1 Black Lichen, and 2 small feathers. Great. We don't have face painting. Survivors with age tokens gain 1 understanding. Iola gain an understanding. Yeah, I feel very, very. Oh, and that little dickhead's come back. He's back again. So far, he's had his head chopped off. He's had his head chopped off. He's fallen off a cliff. He's just had a really good time. Complete the showdown, and we will gain 2 hunt XP. We have the option to gain 1 or 2. So I think we'll gain 1 on everyone. Actually need to mark weapon proficiencies. So Kane, I don't think he lost sword mastery, so I don't think it matters. I don't think you lose it once you lose the weapon proficiency levels. L, proficiency point earned. Iola, proficiency point earned. We get 2 weapon proficiency levels. Nice. So we'll return and advance the year. So Kane, he's back up to sword mastery if it mattered. Elle has dagger proficiency and she has no level ups. Iola is going to roll on age 3. So she's going to gain the feral strength fighting arts. And then we will roll her age roll. So do that now. Age, enhanced senses. 16. Draw 2 random fighting arts and gain 1. What an app. Feral Strength and Thrill Seeker. Thrill Seeker is when you roll Oh, you spend a survival, you gain a survival back on a 6+. Tough spin, incredible. Timeless Eye is the one that's going to go, is it? Yeah, so we'll just take Feral Strength. So that's done. She is not insane. So she can't depart. Wonder if there's, might be, if we get a basic resource skull, we can actually do it. I think that's our only option. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. What is happening in this? Well, it's been a wild ride. Sounds like we're going into the final showdown with just one survivor short. But if we get a skull, it's all happening. Come on, Deno. Oh, it's only 1 insanity. It's not 3. I thought it was 3. Oh, I was getting mixed up. Oh, she only gets 1 insanity, so she's still not insane. Oh, it doesn't matter. 2, 3. Love juice. Let's have some intimacy. Sounds good. And then some Phoenix. Does the Phoenix have one that's gets you some insanity when you pick it up? I don't think it does. Oh, Phoenix Finger. Oh, we could be back on here. All right. 9 Phoenix resources. Phoenix Crest, Black Lichen. Come on, Phoenix Finger. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. We also actually get this Indomitable resource too. One of those Indomitable resources because we defeated a level 3. Boom. And what else do we get? Phoenix Crest and Black Lichen. So let's go. This has been a very, very, very funny ride. Very funny. Violet Small Feathers. So we get a Phoenix Crest. We get a Black Lichen. We're going to put down Violet Small Feathers as a second heart, whatever. And then... Small Feathers, Black Skull, Tail Feathers, Mucculent or Muculent droppings, depending on your preference, Phoenix Finger, Phoenix Eye, Wishbone, Pustules, Muculent droppings, Hollow Wing Bones, Love Juice Bone, Skull. All right, we'll go and read the rest of the stuff. So we've got all of our Phoenix resources. We don't have face painting, so we don't get to do that. So let's read the Lantern Year 4 thing. So we did not... we did suffer Spiral Age for the first time with L. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go back and check that. I might read that. I don't know. I don't know if she... No, she had no age tokens, didn't she? Everyone suffered Spiral Age in the first turn. Oh well. Eola did not deal the killing blow. So let's go and read Black Roots and see if it matters. Owen gains 4 suspicion. Great. Youth dissipates skin wrinkles, hair and nails grow long and brittle. Elle's raven hair streaked with grey frames her shocked and ageing face. At her shoulders hang scarlet ends of her vainly cultivated hair. Unbeknownst to the others, Elle has coloured her hair red to curry favour with the Guardian. For whatever selfish reason, she did not share this advantage. Owen gains 4 suspicion. So Owen is fully suspicious. Good work, Owen. Kane, no suspicion at all. He's a very trusting chap. Kane did not suffer much damage to the arm location, which is a real shame. So we're not going to find out all of the things, but yeah. I am just absolutely pinging about what happened in that fight. So good win, good win. We're on to the final round, 5, final fight. Yeah, look forward to facing off against a level 2 Black Knight and seeing it without the things all revealed. So it should be a different challenge. So hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. It's been good. We're going to make it to the final year. This is actually my first playthrough of this. I played the Black Knight a couple of times, the Feral Black Knight, just to get a feel for it. So I was 2 out of 3 wins on that, but I wasn't expecting to get this far on this run through. I think the Mountain Lion was a very, very comfortable, hot rolling fight. And the Kingsman we handled quite well. But yeah, this one was very close. We came very close to losing. Within a single dice roll, in fact, a 5. If that 5 was a 4, we lose. Tough comes in clutch. All right, friends, have a fantastic week. I'll see you all in the next episode. Big Deno out.